Hey, man. You ready? You look like you ain't ready.
I got it. Give me a minute. I got you.
All right. We're going to hold this thing right here.
If the camera rolling, it's cool. Let it roll. Because this real, man. I'm just going to talk to him for a minute. I really don't know what I want to say, but I know what I'm going to, the avenue I'm coming from, you know. It's a message I want to give to, it's recording? It's a message I want to give to him. And I think I'm going to give it right with the help of the good Lord, man. Hello, everybody out there in YouTube world. It's the homie iknowcash, the one and only. If there's another, he is a phony. Matter of fact, I'm going to give y'all a better introduction. Hello, everybody out there in the world, period. It's the homie iknowcash, the one and only. If there's another, he is a phony. And today I just wanted to come in here and just babble a little bit. I wanted to go live first, get some feedback from y'all, see what y'all had to say about this situation. But I thought about it and I said I don't want to be interrupted or distracted while I'm trying to convey this message to the people. This is a public service announcement to all positive, righteous, and godly people. People who just want to see a better today and a better tomorrow. I don't know who you are. I don't know who those people are. I don't know what race those people are. I don't know how tall they are, how big they are. I don't know what different varieties these people come in, but I know that these people are out there, right? Because they're reaching out to me in major ways. But right now, I don't want to speak to the people who understand their position. I don't want to speak to the people who are playing their positions. I want to talk to the people who may be distracted. I want to talk to the people who may be confused. I want to talk to the people who just don't understand sometimes what you're looking at. And I'm going to use myself as an example because I got out of prison 5 years ago and I was looking for help from family members, close friends, immediate family, and extended family. And I felt like they were the best people, or they were the most qualified, or the people who maybe should have, who the responsibility should have lied on to help me, to assist me. But every place that I was looking in, and everybody that I claimed to, was the wrong thing, wrong people. And I'm not bashing nobody. Let's don't get it mixed up. I want you people that are distracted and may be confused to really get this. Because sometimes we be distracted and confused because of our very own perception. Our very own perception. And I fall under that category too. I'm no better than y'all, man. Look, I prejudge people as well. I used to. And sometimes still to this day, I may prejudge somebody, but I fix it. And I understand that my perception of this person or of this thing doesn't say very much about the person or the thing, but it says a whole lot about me. So then I tweak my perception to not be so judgmental. But that's what I've learned to do. I want to talk to y'all real heartfelt today on this video because we all have shortcomings in our lives. Look at me. I've learned to show y'all and be transparent and to expose the issues that I have going on in my life. Because if I expose those issues that I have going on in my life, then that means I've identified with the problem. So therefore, I can fix the problem. But if you know it all, or if you already fixed, you can't receive no help. So I quickly had to understand that. When I came home from prison, I tried to start my Saga Cash is Beyond Knows movement. Saga Cash being the rapper, Beyond Knows being an R&B singer. And that was my dream. I got albums on top of albums written for these two alter egos of mine. But when I came home, I set out to get a budget, to get, you know, wardrobe and an image and all this stuff that comes along with the music industry. And, you know, people who want to take on a career in music. But I had no support. I had no money. I had no team. And it was very hard for me to get started. So at the end of the day, what do? Do I continue trying to do what I'm doing without the resources? Do I cling on to people who I think should help me or will help me? Or do I set out to do it on my own and make it happen? Well, I'm going to tell you, I did what a lot of you all out there that are confused and distracted probably will do. I clinged on to people who I thought had my best interests at heart. I want y'all to bear with me. And I ain't babbling because I'm going to get somewhere with this. And I want you to get it because I'm using my own personal life experiences to show y'all something in your lives that most people ain't going to do. So I set out to do a career, as Saga Cash is beyond knows, with somebody who I felt like had my best interests at heart. And they took their money and their power, their currency and their cash and their power. They used it to manipulate me. They used it to control me because I was lacking and I needed them, and they had the power, the currency, the cash. Whatever they told me to do, I was more willing to do it just to get them to do something for me. But what I wasn't getting was what I would always do for them just to get them to do something back for me. What I needed to get done for me hardly ever got done. It's almost like a female that attaches herself to a man that she know ain't no good for her. But the man got money. However he gets his money, he got money and he uses his currency as a power tool on her. And he takes care of her bills and he give her whatever she wants. And when you do that for people, you create a sense of a crutch for them. And it's hard for them to pull away from that because you become the legs that they're standing on. And I say that to say that's what I was doing to myself. I put myself in situations that had me clinging on to people that didn't have my best interests at heart. So therefore, by me chasing the money or the people who had the money, wherever they went and whatever they were doing and the control that and the mission they were on, that's the journey I had to take. Until I realized that everybody don't have your best interests at heart. And the people that I was around, some family, and I'm not bashing my family because we all are here trying to figure it out. And what I'm noticing is that God is sending me people from strange places. And the Bible said he will send you people who will be woolly unto you. And I don't even know what that meant. Somebody else was calling me and trying to break this stuff down to me. And I'm like, what is they talking about? But now I get it. And I want you all to get it because when you see me with this raggedy stuff on, this is one of my shortcomings. This is something I went through. I realized that we got to get back in touch with our roots. The tree is only as strong as its roots. If your roots are weak, the tree can't stand. And what I mean by our roots, I mean get to the root of every issue that you have going on. See, some of us are hiding behind our shortcomings. Sometimes we know that there's issues in our lives that are not right, and we are acting. We're pretending. That's what I think this whole money phone thing is, with people holding, flossing. Artists they're appealing to what they think we want to see. And then we, in turn, follow that and make that the prosperous thing. When there are people out here who are talented, there are people out here who deserve the position, but we overlook them because they may look like this, or because they may be lighting up a blunt. They may got a blunt in their hand. I'm telling you, these are perceptions, y'all. And until we get our perceptions intact, we're going to always prejudge one another. We're always going to be prejudiced against one another. And we will definitely be prejudiced. Be racial. So the thing is, I want y'all to understand, if we tweak our perception and stop being judgmental on the people and the things that we see and try to understand there may be a position that you could play. There may be some place that you can get in and get involved and make a difference. Be the change that you want to see. An African dude told me this phrase. He said, "Kum fire kum." And I said, what does that mean? He said, "Kum fire kum" means be, and so it is. And from that day to the next, I've been trying to be who I know I am. I let go of everybody and everything of financial stability. Everybody that had financial stability, who had monetary gain, I let them go, and I tried to find my own way. And I tried to be. And I searched my heart and my passion. I found my passion, and it's for music. And I found my talent. And I decided to use it without no money and without the help of anybody. And guess what I saw, y'all? I saw strange people come from strange places and started to support me with an undying support that I've never seen before in my life. I'm not just trying to make this video to make it sound fly or to convince you all, because let me tell you something, I'm really trying to be a revelation and show y'all something what's going on in my life. How you feel about me and what's your perception about me and what I'm doing is not going to hurt me. It's not going to stop me. But what I am trying to do is use what I'm doing as an example to show you and show y'all that sometimes our own thinking process, our own perceptions, hinders us from moving forward. And I'm going to tell you what I mean. My sister ICT, shouts out to ICT, my sister, ever since I came home and decided to do what I was doing with this music, she made a sacrifice to stand with me and to support me regardless of what we had to do. And I can say that since I did what I did, even dealing with the people who was misusing me, my sister went through that with me. When I came out of that and was struggling, my sister went through that with me. And now that I'm on my way up, my sister is here with me. I said all of that to say that there's a lot of family members that are still to this day. I ain't even talking to y'all Cashier's family. I'm talking about my blood family that look at me and don't understand what's going on with my movement. They're looking at me and they're judging me. Their perceptions of me are kind of warped. But do I sit around and try to fix their perception? Or do I continue on about my Father's business? All right? So, at a lot of times when I look and I see a lot of my people that I'm familiar with or close family members who I would like to help me are not around me while I'm progressing and while I'm coming up, it really bothers me and it hurts me. Not for me, because it hurts me that they don't see the position that they could be in by just assisting me and playing a role in what I'm doing. But now it's like I went through a phase of trying to convince family and friends to get involved, you know, to help, and then we can do this together. But sometimes they just don't get it from you. The Bible says a prophet is not respected in his own hometown. And if a prophet is not respected in his own hometown, what do you think about a lawyer? What do you think about a doctor? What do you think about an artist? You know, see, you got to get out. And you got to do a wonderful work with your talents and your gifts. And when you do that work, the people from afar are going to give you your respect. And the people from afar are going to give you your credit because they don't know you. They're not prejudging you. They are not, their perceptions about you are not warped because they only can judge you by what they see, which is the talent and your personality that you're presenting right here in front of them. But those people that are back at home or where you came from, they feel like they know you and they're still holding on to past things and situations that you all may have encountered together, and you have changed, but they're still in those sunken places. And I'm talking to you all out there who are in those sunken places. I know y'all sitting here and y'all watching iknowcash and y'all seeing the movement, but y'all are looking at it and your perceptions are messed up. You might be looking at me saying, he's lying, he's faking. Another person might be looking at me saying, why he got them raggedy clothes on and blah, blah, blah. All kind of negative thoughts. You and your perceptions are blocking you from seeing what's really going on with No Cash, because I'm telling y'all now, don't pity for me. 5 years ago, I was going through a struggle. 5 years later, I'm coming out of that struggle. And I'm trying to let y'all see it without flaunting it and without doing it in immature, silly ways to try to fool you into thinking that I'm progressing. Actually, I'm doing the opposite of what the industry does. The industry puts on gold, nice image clothes, nice name brand stuff, and they just sell you the positive good. They mess with your perception. They warp your perception. I'm bringing it down to earth to you, showing you that I'm out here drinking water just like you. I'm out here having issues just like you. I don't smoke on videos because I think it's cool. I let y'all see me blowing smoke on my videos because I want y'all to see the issues that I got. And do y'all wouldn't believe the emails that I receive of support. Not judging me, saying, why you sucking weed in your videos? Why you? No. People send me emails and speak life to me and tell me positive things about what I need to do, how I don't need to do this, and ways to get off of it. And all I'm trying to say is that ministers to me in a way that someday I'm going to quit weed real soon. And I want y'all to see that as well. But if I just come on here and tell y'all, I smoked weed for 20 years, you never seen me do it, and now I'm cleaned, and you all need to do the same. It's kind of like rubbing something in your face. I can warp your perception. So I came here to let y'all know that I'm doing all right. The homie No Cash is all right. Don't worry about me. I am worried about you all of my cashes out there in the world. And I want y'all to get y'all perception right, man. This whole channel, my whole movement revolves around perception. And I want you all to get it. Stop passing judgment on people in your family, in your community, on your job. You got enough in your own life to work on and get right than to be looking at other people's lives and passing judgment. I don't feel no kind of way about what nobody think about me and what I put on, because when I rock this, it ain't to impress you. What the y'all commenting on my stuff for? You see what I'm saying? When somebody walk out of their door at home and they're comfortable with the way they walk out the door, how you feel about them shouldn't matter. I wore these raggedy clothes and shoes like this because I had nothing. And I had to show myself that if I can't face the world at the level that I'm at and be the best that I can be in spite of, then I'm not going to be prosperous. So I set out to put on whatever I could put on and get it done. Now, 5 years later, the people that I would like to assist me, they're still not assisting me. But here's what I want you all to know and to see and to watch. Perceive this when you watching my videos. There are strange people from afar reaching out to me that don't know me from a can of paint, and they're sending me stuff. They're supporting the movement. They reach out to me and make it possible for me to come and meet them at their homes, and I go. What other celebrity figure you know who are reaching out and to the people and touching the people in that manner? You know why? Because it's not real. It's all smoke and mirrors. And what I'm trying to do is take the smoke out of the mirrors for y'all and get on a realistic level and show y'all we all got issues. We all might be broke. We all might be one paycheck away from homelessness. We all got problems. And even if you rich, you ain't immortal. You're not invincible. You got a dying day too. We all gonna go 6 feet deep. So we have the same issues in life, whether you rich, poor, good, bad, black or white. But we have to find our common place and be support for one another. And I'm gonna be honest with you. At the position that I'm in, you know, needing help and needing support, I put myself in positions to where as though I clinged on to people that didn't have my best interest at heart. But when you got your hand full with something, you can't receive something else good that's coming to you. I had my hands filled with the wrong thing. It was only until I let go of what wasn't good for me, and I got into a place, God had to put me into a place where I had no help, no assistance, nobody at all, so that when the help came, I would know without a shadow of any doubt where it came from. And that's the position I'm in now. And I wanted to just tell y'all in a nutshell, that don't feel sorry for me. No cash. Don't feel sorry for me. Get involved with the movement. Support. Support more people in your area, in your family. Because we have to understand that that's what's missing. This message to you all is to you all to let y'all know that I'm realizing that the places that you're looking for your assistance and your help from is probably never going to come from there. You have to just be about your business, stay on your mission, be good at what you do and passionate about what you're doing. And what's going to happen is you're going to attract the right people. You're going to attract everybody that you need in your circle for productivity. You're not going to attract the haters. You're not going to attract the naysayers, the skeptics. They're going to come, but don't pay no attention to them is what I'm trying to show you. And their perceptions is just warped. Sometimes we view a hater as a hater because we can see that their perceptions are warped. But my thing is, don't let people's warped perceptions and their negativity and their hate hinder you. Thrive off of it. Let it be the driving force that pushes you. Every time I see a negative comment come in my comments about me and how I am and what I'm doing that don't understand, because I can see that their perceptions are messed up, because your perceptions say a lot about you and not about me. When I read your comments, that tells me a lot about you and not about me. I feel sorry for a lot of you all, because it tells me that your mental ain't in the place that it should be. And I feel sorry for that. So what do I do? Do I continue to make money and go about my business, help myself, and don't care about my people? No, because that's what's going on in the industry right now. I want to bring awareness to the issues that I suffered at the same time that I'm coming out of those issues. So I suffer with smoking weed. A lot of other people suffer with coke, crack, pills. They got a whole lot of stuff going on in their lives, but then they'll see you with a blunt and want to talk about you because they can see your blunt. I didn't see you swallow them pills before you left home. I didn't see you treat your nose in the bathroom. But them same people treating their nose and taking pills will look at you with a blunt and pass judgment. Where they do that at? We all got issues. We all have problems. We all need help and assistance. And if we all help one another, we can be stronger. And then when somebody fall, we all will be each other's crutches. But if something ain't strong, you can't lean on it. So you're OG, you a boss, and you got a bunch of people around you and your whole team weak. Where they do that at? I'm trying to show y'all, man, your perceptions are messed up. If you striving to get somewhere in your life and you got a unit of people around you who you love and care about, you should be helping them strive to get somewhere in their life. And that's the mission and the message that I'm trying to bring forth to you all with my whole movement. You got to know, y'all, we got to get back to each other. We got to get back to assisting one another in ways that nothing on earth could get in the way of the positive mission or the righteous path that we're trying to go on. And the righteous path is togetherness, helping one another, making a better existence, a better world for us all to live in here on earth. I ain't a preacher. I ain't no scholar. I ain't no... Listen, man, I'm just a nobody trying to tell everybody about somebody who could save everybody. We just got to get on one accord. My life is all right. I'm talking to my cashiers. Listen, I have a label now. Premeditated Productions. 5 years later, I have a label now called Premeditated Productions. I have a business as far as I write music, I do jingles, and what else I got going on? I want to tell y'all some things so y'all can know. My EP is being put together right now as we speak. Y'all are gonna love it. That's gonna change my life. I got a biography being written, an autobiography being written right now. See, y'all don't see these things behind the scenes. All y'all look at is my clothes, these raggedy clothes, or whatever you may perceive of me when you're watching that TV or that phone that you're looking at. But keep in mind, you don't know all of what's going on behind the scenes. And the best is yet to come. Get more in line with one another, y'all. Help each other, man. Your family first. If you start at home, then you can do it in your community and in your society. And then it just trickles on and everybody see that we need to pay it forward and do the same thing. Be the example that you wish to see. Be that change that you wish to see. And I need y'all, man. I need y'all help, and I'm here to help y'all. Just understand that we got to help each other. And the moment you get to passing judgment on your brother, sister, stranger, or whoever, you just lost the battle. Because if you see somebody doing something or going through something to where as though it's wrong or they're falling off the wagon or getting off track, you shouldn't talk about them. You shouldn't judge them. You should get with them and help them. You should get with them and try to see what's wrong. So, I mean, I don't know who this message is to out there, but I know that it was laid on my heart to come out here and talk to y'all in a real serious way, because I don't want to flaunt. And I got on these clothes for a reason too. Because I want y'all to see that what you got on don't make you who you are. Just like I'm wearing these raggedy clothes and y'all might be looking at me like, he ain't got nothing going on. If you look at my movement, it's growing. I got over 113,000 subscribers, over 40 million views and counting. I mean, listen, I'm satisfied with the way that things is going with me. The thing that I'm not satisfied with is that I see and notice that a lot of y'all's perceptions are warped. And y'all would rather, I see the celebrities even talking about stuff like this. I watched Rick Ross on an interview the other day saying, people that have the money and this success, they won't even like each other's pictures on Instagram. You know why? Because their perceptions are warped. It's almost like they feel like if I support you, it hurts me. That's dumb. Why don't we support each other, and that makes more for everybody? When I see all of their posts that I like or all of their songs that I like, I hit the like button, I share. And that's what makes me different. Y'all see that. I talk to y'all about other artists. I empower other artists. I empower people. Why do we have the mentality of cutting people down? Why do we have the mentality of not helping? Or we'll see somebody struggling and just watch them. Or we'll see somebody get into a fight, instead of trying to break up the fight, we break out a phone. Look at how perceptions is warped. It's almost like when you see somebody going through something, you should get involved and help them if you really care. And if you don't do that, anything else you do, you are a part of the problem. If you talk about somebody from something that they was doing and you talking negative about it, you are a part of the problem. So you got to be mindful of things like this, y'all. I'm just trying to tell y'all, we easily bring each other down due to our ways of actions and how we treat one another. But it stems from our perception about one another. So, in a nutshell, I want y'all to watch this video in its entirety, because something is in here for somebody, and I want y'all to get it. It's almost like my life is so good now, I'm better than I've ever been in my life. And I know y'all looking at these clothes, how raggedy they are. Y'all like, man, what is he doing? I'm telling y'all, my life is the best it's ever been. And I'm going to explain to you why. When I ran into my hardships and I was, you know, my sunken places, instead of let it bring me down, or instead of just sitting there in it, moping and crying, it's almost like somebody who your car then stopped on you on the road. It brought you down. Now, you sitting in there and you crying, and, ooh, my car, I'm stopped. Who's going to help you with you doing that? Who's going to help you with you doing that? So, if you get out of the car and start trying to struggle to push the car by yourself, what's going to happen? People will stop their cars, jump out of their car and help you. Strangers off the side of the road will come over and push for you. See, you have to help yourself first. But the problem is, we sitting around passing judgment on those who trying to help themselves. We sitting around looking at somebody who will pick up cans, or who will knock on a door and ask for something to eat, or who will beg somebody for something just to get ahead, and we passing judgment on them when they're doing whatever they can do to get ahead. And that's what you need to be doing. It's almost like when you help yourself, people are more apt to help you. I ain't gonna preach it too much longer. I just want to let y'all see that my life is a living example of that. And be not hesitant to entertain strangers, for some have entertained angels unawarely. So I want y'all to understand that strange people you meet in your life, or the people in your life that may be raggedy or may have shortcomings that you just turn a deaf ear to, these might be the very people that have a message for you that could change your life. This may be the very person that could send you to someone that could provide an opportunity for you that could change your life. All right? So whoever I made this message for, whoever I made this video for, take it. Whoever it's not for, so be it. But it's the homie No Cash signing off with a big 10-4, over and out. Peace and love.